you're in the path of this. If you were in Dunlap, take cover. Dallas, Center Point, Bryant, take cover. That's a tornado warning. Tornado warning in effect until 5 a.m. Central Time. 5 a.m. Central Time. Barkertown, Collins, Tatesville, take cover. Dallas, Bryant, Center Point, you want to take cover as soon, not as soon as you can, right now. And Audrey, if you will continue to see if any others pop up, and just, I know you are, but I just want to verbalize that.
Sequatchie County is part of it until 6 a.m. and then 5:30 until Grundy, or for Grundy.
Okay. Yep. Okay, so we're watching this very carefully. Okay, welcome back. We unfortunately are not going to get to sports. We have a new tornado warning that is in effect. That includes Sequatchie County. If you were in Dunlap, take cover. This is a very dangerous storm. And I'm going to read you the exact text from the National Weather Service, but this could produce not just hail, but also it's a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado near Groupley Logger, 8 miles west of Dunlap, moving east at 55 miles per hour. Now, I want to specify this is not a confirmed tornado on the ground, but we are seeing some evidences on radar that we are definitely getting rotation, and it is possible that this is a tornado. So if you were in Dunlap, and I'll zoom in and show you the spots: Center Point, Dallas, Bryant, Palmer, Tatesville, Barkertown, Collins, take cover right now. Take cover right now. This is a very dangerous storm. I'm going to click on a few things. So the shear is not that high. It's on the weak to moderate side. Looking at what we call the Barron button, and it's not excessively high. Storm relative velocity, I'm not seeing a lot of gate-to-gate shear, so what we likely have is a broad area of rotation that's getting picked up and pushing in. So again, if you are in Dunlap, take cover. If you are in Center Point, Douse, Brush Creek, Elm Hill, go to your safe place, the lowest, most inside part of your house. This tornado warning is in effect until 5 a.m. Central Time, 5 a.m. Central. And I'm noticing, I'm going to click on the hail. We do have a hail core right here, so this would fit with if a tornado is here, this would fit with where it is. So we just got a brand new radar image. Let's take a look at that. And you can see just that hole right there. That's where we're little on the concern side. So while radar, all of the things aren't lining up for a definitive tornado, what we do want to do is assume the worst. We have had tornadoes in these storms throughout the night. And last night particularly, a devastating one moving through North Alabama. So this, at the very least, is producing torrential rain in Barkertown, Collins, Tateville. I think there is probably rotation in this area as well, and there is a chance that we might even be seeing a tornado in there. I'm not seeing a really clear evidence of that on radar. I will say I'm seeing higher levels of shear right here. That's one indication. So maybe a little bit of gate-to-gate shear trying to start up. So we're watching this. We're watching this carefully. But if you are in Center Point, Douse, Bryant, I would definitely take cover. Take cover right now. Again, the National Weather Service specifies that this is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. And the source, radar indicated rotation. Well, I think we can count on that. Whenever we see strong shear, shear is the change in direction of wind as you go up in elevation, and that is basically rotation. And so we're seeing a good strong area of that right here heading toward Douse, Bryant, Cartwright. Look out, go to your safe place. If you're in basically from Cedar Point down to Cedar Springs, you'll want to take cover. You want to be in your safe place. If you're in Lehman Road, it's heading right for you. Not saying a tornado is heading right for you. I'm saying the area of concern is heading right for you. So you want to be extremely, extremely quick in getting to your safe place. Go as quickly as you can. This tornado warning is in effect until 5 a.m. Central Time. Just south of Dunlap is where we have the highest amount of wind shear. Looking for additional things that we can point out that would cause some concern. You can see all of that. So all of that is hail falling out of the storm just to the northeast of Grootly Logger. So Barkertown, I'm sure there's probably been hail there. Um, and I'm just continuing to look for, so I am seeing some reds and greens here, and the shear has weakened again. But this seems to be the general area where we're getting that broad cycle of rotation. Right here is where we're getting it. Nothing confirming a tornado, but I would imagine the lightning, the rain is absolutely torrential. And if anybody's in this area, lives in this area south of Dunlap, in the Sequatchie Valley, let me know what you're going through. Let me know what's going on. Okay. And where is, I understand that we have a live shot that's available, and that is with Leah. And Leah, I don't know where you are, but we're going to toss it to you and let you tell us what you're seeing, friend.
A new severe thunderstorm warning in Bradley County, Hampton, and
Yeah, and that's absolutely devastating. And Henniger and Leah's going to be following up with that, and we're probably going to come back to her. But I do want to. Henniger and Leah's going to be following up with that, and we're probably going to come back to her. But I do want to make sure that we're following this current tornado warning that's in effect. Again, it's broad rotation is the main thing that I've been seeing on radar, and that's what the National Weather Service has been saying. They're not saying there is a tornado. They're saying a severe thunderstorm that has the potential to produce a tornado is moving, and it looks like that broad rotation might be moving through Bryant, Douse, Cartwright, but no, I'm not seeing any confirmation. I'm not seeing any confirmation that there is a tornado there. And that's good news. That's great. We did see a little bit of gate-to-gate shear. We did see briefly some stronger wind shear, but I'm just not seeing anything of major import that's leading me to believe that we have a tornado on the ground right now. What we do have is a lot of rain, a lot of lightning. We've had hail with this storm, and we've had some pretty strong winds with this as well. Now let's take another look, and we can see looking at, pardon my silence, I'm reading on Facebook as well. Let's see here, heavy rain and thunder, lightning on Flat Top. We have, I believe, a new severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah. And that one extends over into Bradley County until 6:30 a.m. So Dunlap, you are getting the big time heavy rain, lightning. That tornado warning is continuing until 6 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Central. To the southwest of Whitwell, you can see a cluster of very strong storms, and I'm going to see if we have any hail in there. So there is a hail core. Here is another hail core, and when I click on the reflectivity, you can see that's where the heaviest rain is, and it's where the hail is getting picked up as well. Looking for hail in here, and here is yet another hail core where we have our tornado warning. So all of this is moving to the east and southeast, and it's moving pretty quickly. Great news. It's what we like to hear. So move it in, move it out, and let's be done with it, right? We're also looking at Jackson, Alabama, a severe thunderstorm warning until 6 Eastern, 5 Central. All of this moving to the southeast. Once you are done with this, the chance of severe weather is not great back here. So we can almost say, hey, Altamont, breathe easy. Mont Eagle, 5-10 more minutes, and you may be able to breathe easy as well. So this is fortunately moving even a little bit quicker than we were thinking it might move. So this is great news. We were thinking this would be out of here by 8. This may be out of here way before 8, and I am fully okay with that. Severe thunderstorm warning encompassing all of McMinn County as well. Bradley County also, severe thunderstorm warning until 6:30. And our tornado warning is still in effect until 5 a.m. Central. Once again, we're looking for definitive evidence that we have a tornado on the ground, and I've seen some evidence of broad rotation. I have not seen any evidence of a confirmed tornado, and the National Weather Service would agree when they confirm a tornado, the red that you see indicating the tornado warning will change to purple. And that's when, we would know by looking at this data if it was going to turn to purple. But I'm not seeing that. And that's great news. Again, great news. Wind, rain, hail with this moving through Dunlap. But the good news there is I'm not seeing, and hopefully will not see, any tornadic activity. But there is hail, there is wind, there is lightning associated with that, as there is with a lot of these storms up and down the Cumberland Plateau. We're starting to see some pretty good thunderstorms. Ray County, Meigs County, again, all moving to the east. That may move into Athens. Might see a little bit of that moving into Athens. Now we can take this latest radar image and we can actually use something called Future Scan that takes all of this out 1 hour into the future, and we can see generally where it will be and where it will go. So I'm going to do that. Let me pop a few cities in there and we'll do a future scan. Again, this is going to take you 1 hour into the future. It takes the current radar image and projects it out. You can follow the time, and you can pick the city of your choice to follow along. I'll turn the lightning off. Notice that these little areas of purple, those are the areas of concern that we look out for. So here we go. Now we're at 5:50 Eastern Time. Now we're at 6 Eastern Time. Moving through Chattanooga, Red Bank, Dayton. Now we're at 6:30. Moving through Cleveland, Dalton, Dade County, Walker County. So 6:37. By 6:37, you're still looking at a lot of nasty just rain and maybe some lightning, but the big risk of severe storms will have passed by all of these areas and will be making its way toward Polk County, down into the Blue Ridge, over into Dalton, Whitfield, Murray, Dade, Walker. All of those will be under the gun then. So back to our current radar image, we still have a little ways to go before that happens, and we're still following this tornado warning primarily, but you can see it surrounded by a number of severe thunderstorm warnings that are continuing to plague the Tennessee Valley. Looking for, okay, Sharon and Diane, what area are you guys talking about? She's saying lots of lightning, lights went out and came back on 3 times. Okay. So we're under severe thunderstorm warning. Okay, and I'm also looking on Facebook to see if anyone is posting. Okay, Tori says hail on Lewis Chapel right off 111. Heavy rain, thunder, where did that go? And lightning in, I lost it. That one went away.
They're continuing the tornado warning for Marion and Sequatchie counties.
Okay, and continuing the tornado warning for Marion and Sequatchie County until 6 Central. Did they say anything about it? And I'm pulling up mine too. We have a chat service that allows us to see what the National Weather Service locations, offices are saying about particular.
It says it's capable of producing a tornado.
Okay, still, yeah, it's still saying, still just saying it's continuing a storm capable of producing a tornado. Again, I'm not seeing anything up here that I'm not seeing in other places. Very weak, to call it modest shear. On our velocity product, I'm not seeing anything that's indicating that we're seeing any rotation. Our reflectivity, yeah. So this is not a classic tornadic signature that I'm seeing. So I don't know if they'll let this expire early. They are doubling down on it 1 minute ago, saying they're continuing it. But there's not a lot there, at least not right now. So what we do have is, let's see if we still have that hail core. So you can still see a little bit of hail most likely falling out of this. Looking at some fairly strong gusty winds, I'm sure. Some of these areas 40 to 50 plus mile per hour winds. And guys on Facebook, let me know what kind of winds you are dealing with, where you are, and how windy it is. Okay. And there again is the line of rain. So if you're in Kegel, Grootly-Lager, Altamont, all of those areas that have been suffering through, you're not done with the rain, but you are out of harm's way in terms of severe weather. Not so much Whitwell, severe thunderstorm warning for Marion County until 5 Central Time. Jackson County, you can see a number of those thunderstorms moving through your area. I'll click the lightning on. Big time lightning show for a lot of these areas. So if you are in Soddy Daisy, get ready. Bakewell, Walden, Red Bank, get ready. This is heading toward you. And if you're in Soddy Daisy, and I'll speak to Soddy Daisy specifically because that tornado warning is just to your west. Again, we're not seeing much of anything in there that is really indicative of a major rotating storm. We have a little bit of hail. I'm seeing the strongest rain and hail up here. Actually looking down around Red Bank. Let's see what's going on around Red Bank. There's some light to moderate shear. One thing we can say is all along this boundary, that is a lot of wind. That is crazy wind. Let me know if you're getting that wind. Lightning and heavy rain and thunder in Meigs County. Constant flashes of lightning in Middle Valley. The rain is picking up. In Dunlap city limits, wind very hard and heavy rain and no power. And we can actually, and I'm going to flip over, and bear with me, I'm going to show you something real quick. These are the number of power outages that we have. Look at this, 9,500, 1,000, 2,000. These are homes without power, not individuals. 4,500 around Huntsville. So power outages are going to be a big piece of this, along with flooding and along with just lightning and wind damage. I'll click on some of the damage reports that we've had, and I'm not going to leave them on there because they're just all over the place. You can see wind damage reports, hail, just all over the place. Of flooding, here's a vehicle overturned and filled with water at Utility Road and Miracle Drive. That's 3 miles south-southwest of Rocky Face, Georgia. That's in Whitfield County. Wind damage report, tree down. We've had a number of reports of trees down. So all of this is just with the storms over the past 12 hours and the storms that continue right now. A lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. A chance of an isolated tornado in this line. It's not as great of a chance as what we had last night, where we had a number of tornado warnings and a number of tornadoes that did touch down. So all of that to say, hang in there. What's that?
The warning was canceled.
Okay, and so the tornado warning has been... Let me visually see that. Okay, so Marion and Sequatchie County, the tornado warning has been canceled, and there it goes. It has flown off the screen. So I don't know where that leaves us on air. I know on Facebook we'll continue to watch all of this, but on air, okay, I'll tell you what, we'll take a quick break. We're continuing to watch this line of storms, and we will be right back with more Local 3 news right after this.
Say you can't have it easy, fast, and good. At Crystal, we say you can have it all. Get 2 delicious Crystals, a small fry, and a small drink for only $4.99. Easy, fast, and oh so good. Only at Crystal for a limited time.
I knew the victim. You're compromised. I'm going to take the lead. You are wrong. Step down. I'm looking to win.
We now have tornado, and this was a while ago, I just neglected to mention it. We now have tornado watches in effect until 1 p.m. Until 1 p.m.? Okay? Until 1 p.m. Sure. So the thinking is that a lot of this business may flare back up, I'm assuming. So we're going to keep a close eye on it. We'll be here all day. Cedric Haynes is going to be coming in at 8 a.m. and we're going to be on top of it the whole way, guys. Okay, so we're on Facebook with you. Layden says heavy, heavy rain, but not much wind in Evansville, just above Dayton. Okay. The 6 a.m. Okay. All right, guys. So still watching a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. A lot of these are going to be expiring. The ones back here are going to be expiring at 6 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Central. I'm looking for anything that's really standing out. South Pittsburgh might be getting a little hail core right there. No, I'm not seeing it. But really heavy rain. Still would, even though we didn't see it, I wouldn't be surprised if we had a little bit of hail falling right there. So Dade County, that's in effect until 6:45, and that is obviously because of that heavy, that line of storms that's moving your way. Soddy Daisy, Bakewell, Graysville, Dayton. Just torrential rain. And you can see back toward Columbia some thunderstorms, but nothing major. Okay. All right, guys. All of that lightning. Okay, Tanya says Chattanooga is getting hammered. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, that line is officially moved into Chattanooga at this point. So get ready, Rossville, Ooltewah, Cleveland. It's all coming for you. We'll do a quick future scan. And this is going to take you through. So this is the current radar image, and it's going to be forecast out 1 hour.
There is a little bit of.
So there's 6 a.m., 6:10, 6:20. Moving through North Georgia at that point.
There is a little bit of velocity right here.
And guys, all along this line, where you see these lighter colors on the shear rate, that is really windy weather. So up towards Soddy Daisy, Middle Valley. Andy says something just hit the side of my house in Trenton, Georgia. Wasn't me. Not too much going on there now, it doesn't look like. Carrie says it is horrible in Soddy Daisy. Sandra says pounding on in North Chattanooga near Lupton Drive. Okay, so Bridgeport, South Pittsburgh. Nothing indicating rotation, but really heavy rain. Maybe some hail. Let me see if we're getting any hail with that. You might be getting a little bit of hail with this near South Pittsburgh also. And look over towards Soddy Daisy and Middle Valley. Oh my goodness, look at that. Bakewell, all along 27. All along 27. I'm going to take the lightning off for a minute, but look at that. Just torrential rainfall. Crazy rain. There's Lakeside. Get ready, Lakeside. It's coming. If it's not already there, it's coming. You've already seen you got the wind, you got the lightning, you got it all. But that is nothing severe in there. Well, nothing tornadic in there. There's a lot of wind. There's a lot of rain, and there's a ton of lightning. And you're seeing that. And all of that is moving into Soddy Daisy, Middle Valley, Lakeside area. Cleveland, get ready. You're not far away. You're probably 15, 20 minutes away. Ooltewah, Appleton, now moving into East Ridge, Rossville, Bridgeport, just starting to sag a little bit going down into Dade County. You can see the movement of all of this. That's the general movement. Watching for anything interesting falling in Jackson County. There's Henniger, where a tornado most likely moved through, doing a lot of damage. Chickamauga, a lone wolf moving through your area. That doesn't look like anything major. One thing we're doing is just kind of going up and down the line to see if anything interesting is standing out. The big deal is the rain and flooding. If you have to get out, boy, God bless you. Go slow and pull over if you have to. There is going to be, there already has been, there will be street flooding if you have to get out. So Graysville, Bakewell, 27 is just a horrible place to be right now, I would think. Moving west of Dayton, much better weather, much improved conditions in Cagle, Altamont, Grootlevager. But along that boundary, we still have these little pops where we could be getting some hail, torrential rain, lightning, and that's what we're getting along this. I'm going to take the lightning off, and you'll be able to see this line just right along 27, just torrential rain. A lot of rain, wind, thunder, and lightning in Hailtown.
Tornado watch for our area.
Kathleen says lights out in Soddy. Thomas says a lot of rain, wind, thunder, and lightning in Hailtown. Wind, lightning, heavy rain in Birchwood. Keep it coming, you guys. Power out in Bakewell and Sale Creek. No tornadoes. Lost power in Soddy Daisy. Power out in Red Bank. Power out in Saudi, a lot of those. Crystal says, I'm in Saudi and my lights are flickering, and no power in Red Bank, heavy wind, and picking up in Middle Valley. Okay, guys, power out in Hickson. Wild lightning show and insane amounts of rain in downtown Dayton. Stacy just lost power in Saudi. Hickson is bad right now. Goes over. I see now. Okay. Okay, so this storm looks like it's producing hail, moving east-southeast at 36 miles per hour. And that's the one that is moving through Soddy Daisy Middle Valley. And on Facebook, I'm going to talk to management for just a second here. Can somebody tell them, just for my first weather hits, I'll just sit here. I'm on Facebook, so I'll just sit here and do that for my first weather hits.
We can do that for all of your hits. So
That'd be
if
great.
we need to go wall to wall right now.
That'd be
let's do
awesome.
that. Okay, we'll do that.
Hey, I don't think we need wall to wall, but just for my weather hits.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. So power out in Saudi, storming bad in Eastridge. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. These storms, a lot are producing hail. Is anybody seeing hail? A lot of power outages. Let me go back over and see if our power outages have increased. Showing 700 homes in Hamilton County, and this may not be updated. This is absolute estimate. 1,000 in Fannin, Gilmer, 9,500 in Gilmer. Goodness, 2,000 in Cherokee County. And some of these, I'm sure there are power outages. It's just not being reported. But that gives you an idea of what it's like. Okay, so all of this, there is no tornado warning in effect right now. We have a lot of tornado watches, including now Hamilton County and Bradley County. And you can see a nice little cluster of really strong cells working its way through Rossville into northwestern Dade County.
Portions of McMinn County and then Armstrong right now under special weather statement.
And down into Stevenson, and a lot of the areas that unfortunately were dealing with tornadic activity earlier today. 1 second, I've got an equipment problem here. Okay, let me take that off. Okay, there we go. And I am earnestly searching for anything that looks like we may be seeing some tornadic activity. Not seeing anything right now. So I'm seeing some high shear here, but I don't think that's anything we're needing to worry about with the tornado. That doesn't look like a good tornado signature there. This storm is moving east at 40 miles per hour. Look at that, Coal City, come on. Okay, Cleveland, hold on. I'm about to go live on air, so bear with me. Yeah, guys, we're looking at the line of storms, that this secondary line of storms moving through, and it's doing so at a pretty good clip, but we are looking at a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings that are in effect, and we'll kind of go through the line very quickly. The main thing that we're seeing is a lot of power outages, a ton of power outages, a lot of torrential rain, a lot of lightning, and some hail sprinkled in as well. What we're not seeing, mercifully, is rotation within anything along this line, so that's good news. So for this particular one, 6:30, most of these will expire at 6:30 or 6:45 Eastern time, and then you can see this special weather statement that's going to expire 10 a.m. Central time. So all of these producing hail, all of these producing lightning, and all producing just crazy, crazy rain. A lot of folks, I'm getting a lot on Facebook of people telling me that their power is out in Hickson, Middle Valley, Saudi Daisy area. I don't know if that's all across Hamilton County, but that is definitely a result of this powerful storm moving through, and it is now moving into Bradley County. So hold on, get ready, Cleveland. This is moving your way. Ooltewah, Collegedale, East Ridge is getting hammered right now with heavy rain, lightning, possibly some small hail. We'll see if we can see a hail